I'd like you to meet Herb and Terry Lewis, a wonderful pair of very active volunteers here at the Huntsville Botanical Garden since 1991, giving generously with their time, talents, and resources. Thank you for joining us today. Listen, tell me, what are some of the ways you've been active here at the garden?
Through the Garden Guild. I became a member of it. I'm a master gardener, so I started volunteering my time when I was earning my hours. I've been on the travel committee, had great trips through the garden, and I did the research with plants that Harvey would acquire for the Connoisseur Plant Lovers auction.
Oh.
And lots of things, whatever needed to be done.
How about you, Herb?
Well, I picked up after I retired, and Terry set me up out here. I became a docent, and then I became a shuttle driver, and that allowed me a very good outlet for the garden.
What stands out in your minds as some of the favorite garden experiences that you've had?
Definitely picnics.
Picnics?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I would go pick him up. He worked 12-hour days.
Oh, gosh.
So I would go pick him up in the afternoon when people would start leaving work normally. And we'd come to the garden, I'd have dinner fixed, and we would go back in the garden, in our own little garden, and have dinner, and then I'd take him back to work. And it was a way for him to get away and refresh.
That's when we fell in love with the garden.
Yeah.
Those were good moments.
Yeah, the other thing, I was working in the gift shop on 9/11, and it was, such a horrible day. People kept calling. We were supposed to have annual dinner that night, and people, are we going to have it? Are you going to cancel? About 10 o'clock, people started coming to the garden just to get away from all the news. And that night, almost 100% of the people turned out for the dinner just because they needed to be refreshed and to hug. Everybody needed a hug. And the garden was a good place to be.
Oh,
it was nice.
And how has being such active members of the garden enriched your lives?
Through the people you meet, volunteering, the rewards from giving of yourself, what you get back.
How about you, Herb?
For me, it's being able to serve as an ambassador. Being a shuttle driver and a docent, I have an opportunity to speak to people from out of town, represent the jewel we have here in the garden for the city, and share it. And for me, that has been a wonderful experience.
Now, don't you teach classes too about wildlife?
Yeah,
And
well, what I've done, I've modeled my backyard after the railroad garden and have turned it into a backyard wildlife habitat.
Oh,
And with that, I teach gardens workshops I've taught out here at the university on things that I've learned out here and applying them to my home.
oh, that's great. Well, listen, thank you both for joining us today.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.